Today, Return of the Colonel.
I'm back.
The title, Return of the Colonel.
I'm back.
Lovely, lovely. Dan, how you doing, mate?
That boys, it's fine, mate. Get your body chat.
Love that, love that, love that. Love that. Oh no, we can't promote that on the channel. Friend back again. Always here, always here. Never let your boys.
Right, yeah, here.
Hold on, I need to get that.
Frank's here, he's had a successful weekend. You know, the boys. Yeah.
Right, Rob. I'm fucking Rob, I'm becoming full-time gaffer.
Potentially, yes.
He don't want to give me team. Full-time gaffer, mate, yeah.
Sorry, what is that?
Nice to meet you.
Can't hear you.
Little tickle at a minute, little cough. Heavy weekend.
Potentially.
Listen to the players, mate. They all
I'm done in. I'm done as gaffer. As we currently speak, Danny Joe is on the beach in Spain, and guess what's happened? He's got his bollocks out. Oh, you can't put that in. You can't.
Jack Taylor.
Get me back in 5, that's it.
Getting back in 5. Stoily, you're making an appearance. Soon. My arse. Today, Giants.
What are you telling me, Bruce?
You're back again, yeah?
Yeah.
My God, you know. I expect goals today. Big goals.
You shouldn't.
Why? I heard you flip that big G.
Yeah, it's true.
Love that.
Matt's gone. No way, I'm fucking hell, that was a bit. Tommy Smith. R2J in a different lane. We're going different lane.
Yeah, basketball, let's go.
Okay, so starting today's lineup, going with Frank in goal. At the back today is myself and Danny. In the midfield and attack, we're going with George Hunter and Fred Nice. On the bench today, we've got the returner Kerno and the one, the only Sullivan. Yes guys, up and welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another 5-star video. I hope you're well. Today we're playing a team called Sangara FC. You may have known it from the last time we played them. I think the score was something like 12. It was a big score line. And the first time we played them, we actually drew 7-7. But this is a new league. This is the 3rd game of the season. So we win this, we go 3 games unbeaten, move on to next week for the UTR game. So make sure you stay tuned for this one. Unfortunately, Joe is in Spain for the next 2 weeks, so he will not be in any of these videos for the next 2 weeks, which means I have to get myself down, and then obviously Dan, Kempo, Sally. We've got enough flats to replace it anyway at the end of the day. So without further ado, let's get into this video. I hope you enjoy it, and let's go.
Well done, Rob.
I'm sitting. George, rest again. One more.
Yes, sir.
Oh. So decent little chance there for Fred. Unfortunately, keeper saved it. Comes over to his right hand side, the one with the trainers on. Fred gonna nick it. He's gonna look to find George Hunter with the ball. He takes a touch out of his feet. Looks to give it back to Fred, and he takes a touch round. I'm going onto his right hand side now. He's gonna pass it over to myself. I take the touch. I look to give a good ball over to George.
Oh, ball, Rob. Yeah, well done, Rob. Redeem yourself.
A bit of a dodgy ball for myself there, but I had the chance to redeem. Went wide. Fred had a free kick. Unfortunately, that got saved by the keeper as well. But there with the ball now, Sangara, the one with the Chelsea top, looking to drive forward. Looks to go on the left foot. Finds that player there that was in the area. Bereft to play on. Fred's going to pass ball over to Fred on the turn here. Going onto the right hand side, giving it over to George Hunter on the left hand side now. He goes onto the right foot. Looks to have the shot. Unfortunately, that one's just a bit over, and that's unfortunate. Fred getting on the ball again now, linking up with George once again. George Hunter moving into Danny's feet. That's a brilliant turn. Looks to get the shot. Could have the rebound. He should have struck that on the right foot instead of the left, and that's unlucky there. This one with the Bluebirds now looking to drive up Fred on a 1v1. That's a great save from Frank, saving on his near post. Danny with the ball now, giving it back to myself. We're going to slow it down a little bit. I'm going to give it into Fred. He takes a touch out of his feet. Goes out wide to George Hunter. He looks to go back into Fred, and the rest is history.
Oh, what a goal. Oh, what?
So great finish from Fred to open the scoreline 1-0 up. We need a lot more goals in this. You know, last season goal difference, we lost the lead to goal difference last season, but it was by a lot. So hopefully if we can score as many goals as possible, it'll be good for us in the long run. But anyway, Fred getting the ball off of Dan's shot, looks to go inside to George Hunter. He takes a touch out, gives it back into Danny. Good little footwork here from Dan, goes inside, gets the free kick. It's a good foul.
Say, Frank. Right on the kisser.
Big save from Frank Neder there to keep us in it. Dan driving out with the ball now, looking to go for the middle, sets it up to the left-hand side to George. Going back into Dan here, looking to get a shot off. Good save from the keeper again. Falling back to Dan, takes a touch out of his feet, looks to come home. In the end, he's going to dribble all the way back. He's going to take his time with it, slow the game down a bit, get it to our pace. Looks to go into this gap here, gives it over to Fred, gives it over to myself. I'm going to pass it into George Hunter's feet, give it back over to Dan, back into George Hunter, back over to Fred, and Fred take a shot. If that would have gone in, that would have been an unbelievable goal. That's a great bit of football. Unfortunately, the camera's gone a bit dodgy here. That's a good save from Frank Neder in goal. Something's happened to the camera. George Hunter now driving forward, looking to go onto the left foot. Great bit of skill, nutmeg, and that's a free kick. So Curnow and Sullivan making their way onto the pitch. That's a great ping from Curnow over to Danny. He takes the touch back to Sullivan, and he takes the ball out of his feet. Looks to go onto the right hand side to Fred. Fred gets the ball here, goes inside to Alfie. In the end, Alfie looks to play a 1-2. That's a brilliant Ronaldo shot from Fred onto the left foot, and he puts it into the far corner. What a goal!
Finish.
2-2 for the Long Rangers. Mr. Consistent.
Finish. Finish.
3-0 up now. Great finish from Sully. That's a good, comfortable position.
Make sure.
With a little bit of a short pass, goes wide. Post again. That's it twice so far. I'm going to come back to that fella, but the attack falls through. Danny with a ball from Alfie. Curnow gives it back into Fred. Fred's going to touch it back to Dan, and Dan's going to give it back to Fred. Back to Danny. Takes the ball out of his feet. Let's go over the top to Alfie. Good little touchdown. Unfortunately, defender does well to get there first, and we can't score from there. This number 7 running down the line. Fred shining him out to get into the gym. Coming with the ball now, giving it back to Frank. He's going to slow it down, and we're going to start again. George Hunter with the ball, sending it back to Alfie. Curnow takes a touch out of his feet, and he's back.
Class.
So 4-0 so far. I'm expecting double digits in the first half. Myself with the ball, giving it back to Curnow. Lovely bit of footwork coming back to Sullivan on the right, on the back of the field. Looks to go over the top to Alfie Curnow. Good little touch from him, to be fair. Looking to turn this defender. Comes back though, keeping the ball, playing well. Goes inside to Sully with a little bit of a turn there. George over the top trying to find me, but defender intercepts.
Whoa.
The camera's having an absolute madness on the stage, but it's a good goal from Sully.
Perfect.
Not the best. Yeah. Not the best it's been. Camera keeps going blurry for some reason.
So moving into the second half, good comfortable lead. Hopefully we can get to double digits. Hopefully the camera stays like this. In the end, this one with a shot has a shot against Sully in a 1v1. Unfortunately, it goes into the bottom left-hand corner, and it's now 5-1 in quick succession. It's 5-2. Them type of goals there we cannot let in. They're just silly little goals that we've let in just because of a lack of concentration. And in the end, that's 2 goal differences. But it is what it is, and we continue with the ball. George Hunter looking to go inside, manages to get to Fred. Trying to get a shot off, cutting back, leaves this one to George, who takes a touch round into Fred. Lovely little 1-2. Is George going to get there? This guy goes in. I think that's a foul for me. I think the ref says play on. If George is going to get back up, he's going to drive forward now. He's going to try and get out of this square. Unfortunately, that's a little bit of a tackle. The Chelsea one in the jacksuit going forward now, looking to beat Sullivan. Dan and Sullivan both here, putting him into the back of the cage. Comes over to one in the blue boots, looks to get a shot off now. Sullivan does well to stand up here, looking to get onto the right foot. He does so here, has the shot. Easy for Frank in goal, that is. So down with the ball into Fred now. Lovely little touch out of his feet, goes into George Hunter. He takes a touch round, looks to find Sullivan. That's a great finish.
Finish. Finish. Finish.
No shot. Middle. That's it. Drop out. Just do it. Come on.
So there, GK with the ball now, giving it over to the one in the Chelsea kit. Good little bit of footwork here, and we can't go back to the keeper. George and Dan pressure him. George gets a deflection. Unfortunately, that does not fall to one of our players. Comes up to the one in the PSG tracksuit. Looks to drive around. That's a great battle between Fred and this fella here. Fred doing well to block the shot. Goes into the corner. This fella still coming out with the ball. They're going to try and retain possession, keep it slow. Looking to go forward down to the left foot, coming back onto the right. It's probably their best player, I reckon. George Hunter does a good tackle. Comes over to Dan. Looks to drive against this one in the Chelsea top. Going onto the right foot. Great bit of play. Comes over to George Hunter with a strike. Good save from the keeper.
Give Fred! Give Fred!
Lovely finish from Kerno. That's 2 on the scoreline for him, and that's 7-2. The one with the Chelsea tracksuit now driving forward. I'm 2-man up, and unfortunately they get a goal. Another one back, 7-3, just like that. You know, them ones we can't slack off a little bit. Frank with the ball, though, giving it over to Kerno on the turn. Look to drive forward here. I'm finding myself out wide. I look to have a shot deflection, takes it over the bar, unfortunately. But that was a close one. Daddy with the ball now on the turn. What a strike.
Oh, Dan!
That is what you call a finish there. Fred on the turn, lovely little cut back, looking to find Dan on the outside. Can it be 2? Hit the bar, unfortunately. Comes back to Fred, though. The attack follows through. Fred with a strike from range, comes off wide. Coming over to Danny, good little touch there from himself. He's taking it into the corner. Looks to cut out, comes off to Guichet, comes off to my left foot, and I'm taking it.
Guys, get the hang now.
Rob, if you can hear this, it's gone out of focus and I'm zooming in to try and fix it. And I ain't happy with me. It's gone all fucking blurry.
One of you.
There we go, hold on. Pull some strings here. Oh, look at that, fixed it. Fucking genius.
Great finish from George Hunter. I love that Fred fixing the camera. Coming over to me on the ping from Alfie Kerno. I'm going to take a touch back to George. He takes a touch out of his feet. Looks to find Kerno on the Trivela pass. Unfortunately, that's a little bit too much. He can't get there. Kerno, though, still holding on to the ball. Going back to Sullivan. He has the shot. Unfortunately, that one goes over. Alfie with the ball now, going inside to myself. I look to get a shot off. Unfortunately, there's nothing on. I'm going to have to go back to George. He takes a shot on that one. Hits the car park.
George, put in a car park. Left shoulder, Ollie. Oh, knew it. Fucking knew it.
11-4 now. Sonny, check your shoulders. Comes over to Alfie Kerno, driving forward now. Looking to get past 2. Coming around the 3rd. Can he beat him and get sandwiched there? Absolutely clamped onto the 4. It's a 4-on-2 now. Me and Sully coming over to the right hand side. That's a great save from Frank onto the bar. Can he get the rebound? That's a double save from Frankie Leonard. What a save from himself there. That is unbelievable. George Hunter getting the ball from Frank in goal. He's going to try and find Dan on the right hand side. Ollie gets a little touch. Comes over back into George Hunter's feet. Unfortunately, that's a little bit of a baggy touch. And he can't get onto the end of it. Danny with the ball, though, going inside to Sullivan. And he makes it 4.
Oh! Oh!
No shot.
Is that 5?
So there's another goal for them. Alf says there's one more.
Griff, how long?
So not too long left now. This one driving forward comes over to one with the trainers. It's a brilliant save from Frank onto the crossbar. Dan's just going to safely chest it back to him. Dan on the right hand side now, got 2 man up on him. He's holding on to the ball well, looking to come back, looking to go backwards again. I don't know how they managed to not get it off him. Dan's going to move forward though. He leaves this one over to Fred, gets a push and a kick in the ankle. Has a shot. I think that was a good save from the keeper, to be fair. PSG tracks it, looking to find one in the Chelsea top. He looks to drive out. Ollie goes over to the other side. This one to take the shot off the post. Comes back over to Alfie Kerno and he punishes. Great finish from Alfie Kerno. This one in the PSG tracksuit, lovely little bit of turning. That's a brilliant save from Frank Linder. One with the Chelsea follows up, fairly falls onto the floor, coming over to Fred on the right hand side, and that's it for all that bit. But anyway, the PSG tracksuit with the ball again now, giving it back to the one in the trainers. Alfie Kerno loves the 50-50s, you know he's always going to go into them. Ball merchant is back here, going onto the right hand side, looking to find Fred on the right hand side. He does so, takes a touch out of his feet, looking to drive forward, gives it over to Sullivan. He looks to maybe take the shot. In the end, he's going to come backwards over to Danny, takes a touch out of his feet, tries to find Fred, but unfortunately that one's a little bit too hard, and the keeper comes and collects it. Another good save from Frank in goal there as well. Frank all the way onto the right hand side into Fred, over the side to Alfie Kerno, takes a touch, good save from the keeper, has another one, and it's in. And if I can remember right, so another goal from Alf, and then another 2 more.
Do it again. Wait, Alf, how many goals you scored today, mate? I've never known you to score this many goals, Alf.
But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to bring the video to an end. So I hope you did enjoy it. Sorry about the camera messing up a few times. I don't know what's going on there. But the final score does finish up 15-6. If you did enjoy it, please like and subscribe. Next week's video is against UTR. That'll be one of the title deciders. So if you haven't already subscribed, please press the subscribe button now. We're very close to 1K, so make sure you do hit it. Without further ado, I'll see you next one. R2J out.
Ankle running. Yeah, I've done a dodgy one before. What was the score?
15-6. That's right.
15-6.
The real question is, did Arsenal lose?
No, the real question is, what did they lose by?
They lost 3-0.
Another 3 points in the bag.
So that's 3 games unbeaten. UTR next week.
Next week?
Man's in for the UTR game. Like, get ready, mate. Get them stretches done now for UTR tomorrow, next week.
Am I in for next week?
Oh, get swerved, cunt.
Am I in or what? Fred, you just left me hanging.
They've not got bare aggressive video.
Mine the squad or what?
UTR.
Yeah, mine the squad.
I think so, mate.
After all them goals, you know
How
you're going to put me
many
in.
was it? 7?
Yeah, I don't know.
He's gone to another chance. He's gone straight over the ball. My ankle.
Sully got 4.
Mate, that's your one, mate.
Sully got 4 goals. I should have put you on the fun now for this video, Sully, instead of the other one.
Put them all, mate, and you get loads of...